Thank you. May I met some elected officials of the great city of Miramar and other cities nearby, all of the members of the audience who are here from South Florida. Big up my co-delegation members coming from Jamaica. It is wonderful to be here. Wonderful. I have to say greetings from the great constituency of South St. Andrew, from which that last tune was one of a huge catalogue of great Jamaican music, and the Wailers, Alton Ellis, and so many more. What an evening we have had. The power of Jamaican culture. We have seen the dancing, we have listened to the music. It has been so well represented from the mento, and I must tell you, every year that passes, I have a richer appreciation for the mento music, because it is the heart and the source of so much of it. And the folk review, yeah, big up the folk review. You should really be proud of them, because they're keeping a part of the culture alive, which is sometimes in danger of disappearing. But the mento music is really a source of inspiration. And then we saw the revival dancing with the young ladies, showing us how it goes. And of course, Malachi with his wonderful dub poetry. And the second track he did, was the source of the dancehall culture and what later became hip-hop and rap. What he was giving us there reminded me of greats like King Stitt and Count Machuki and others who could ride the rhythm and show us how it is done. So big up Malachi. And of course, Wayne Armand, a practitioner, a great songwriter, one of Jamaica's great songwriters. And I was so happy that after he gave us a little walk through some of our festival gems, he gave us a couple of his tracks from the days of Chalice. So big up Wayne Armand. The power of our culture, 60 years of independence. And we can see, having just experienced it tonight and felt it again, how powerful it is, how influential it is. And it's an ongoing source of inspiration for us Jamaican people, wherever we are in the world. And I must tell you, I feel very proud to be a Jamaican at a time like this, 60 years on, and listening and seeing and witnessing what our people and their creative spirit has produced over the years. We're coming from a far place. We know the history of our country, colonization, slavery, and the struggle that has led us to where we are. Political independence in 1962, obviously a significant milestone in our journey, but it began before 1938. That was the real start of independence, because that was the year of the labor uprisings, which gave rise to a political movement. And in fact, eventually, two political parties, the two main parties that have sustained themselves since then. Of course, before then, there was the tremendous influence of others, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and we saw the costumes of Nanny of the Maroons and Miss Lou, and of course, Marcus Mosiah Garvey himself, building a huge movement, a multinational movement, and a movement that, with his philosophy and teachings, has influenced so many others and continues to be of great influence today. So our impact on the world isn't a new thing, but it's profound, and it has always been a liberating thing for the people of the world. And right through our music, which came out of Trenchtown, the Wailers, Bob and Peter and Bonnie, and the influence that Bob has had and Peter has had, but in particular Bob, because wherever you go in the world, his music has been an inspiration to people who have been suffering, people who need freedom, people who need a better chance in life, who feel oppressed, their spirit crushed by whatever oppressive system they live in. Bob's music has been an inspiration to them, whether it be Nelson Mandela when he was in the cell on Robben Island, whether it be the freedom fighters of Zimbabwe, and who had to, on their independence celebration, invite him to come and perform. That in and of itself shows the power of the Jamaican music and the Jamaican dream. So we are such a great country. 60 years of independence. Yes, it has not always been easy. We have had our successes and we have had our challenges. We continue to have our challenges. In this 60th year, it's a tough year for the world, tough year for Jamaica. Coming out of 2 years of the pandemic, the world inflation that has left in its wake, the problems and troubles in Ukraine, world prices of oil and food. People are feeling it. It's a hard time. But we are resilient with Talawa. You're little, yes, but with Talawa gone way past the littleness. And we know we'll get through this. And yes, I'm a politician, recently become one. But you know, I see politics just as a tool for national advancement. You know, and unity, as the song said, UNITY, that are unity. It's really unity we need in the country, tackle the serious problems that we have. And unity doesn't mean we must always agree, because we won't always agree on everything. But we must agree that Jamaica is bigger than all of us. And the Jamaican spirit is a powerful force in the world. And it's a force for good. And it's a force which makes people have respect for us. And you know, the diaspora, you are a continuing source of strength for our people at home. Not only because of all you do for us, by protecting our families when they're going through hard times and sending some of what you earn here back there to home to help us get through what is a tough life. But what you've been able to achieve in this United States of America and beyond is nothing short of phenomenal. I mean, we had meetings yesterday with groups in the area of education, in the area of health, in the area of philanthropy and NGOs, from the judiciary, from the legal profession, experts in security. Each set of persons who we met with are achieving great things in this country, helping to build the United States and to further the American dream, but also very mindful of where they're coming from and the continuing bond that they feel in their soul for the island from whence they came, Jamaica. And that is something which I hope will continue through generations to come, because we know that those who left Jamaica and came here, they experienced the life on the rock itself. But their children and their grandchildren continue to have that affinity for that place, for that mindset, for that attitude, and for all the cultural expressions that come out of that and which make us who we are and make us proud to be who we are as Jamaican people. It's a wonderful thing. We have so much to be proud of. And I know that as we continue to find our way through all the problems that we face, that spirit embodied in Nanny of the Maroons, in Sam Sharp, Paul Bogle and George William Gordon, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Alexander Bustamante, and of course, one particularly close to my heart, Norman Washington Manley. We have inspirational heroes on which we can draw when we have hard times, because they went through harder times, so much harder times than we've ever had to face. So people of Jamaica, people of the United States, it is indeed wonderful to be here with you. I feel honored and blessed to have shared this wonderful occasion. It's incredible that the Jamaican culture can be expressed so richly. And these are not people who have just come up from Jamaica to come and do a show. These are people who have been here, who live here, and who are performing, but their authenticity and the way in which they've delivered their cultural expressions is real and so true to their Jamaican roots. So I wanted to thank everybody who performed tonight and gave us such a wonderful and rich experience. And of course, there'll be more to come, a little more as we go outside and do the street dance thing in a Florida style. Looking forward to that. So people, Miramar residents and beyond, may the good Lord bless us as we go through this 60th year. May the good Lord inspire us with the resilience and the power and the dream to go through another 60 years. and beyond. And may the next 60 years build on what we've achieved so far. Achieve for Jamaica and for Jamaicans all over the world, that wondrous place that we all want to see, backyard, in the yard of home. I'm committed to that journey, and I hope to be able to serve my country to the best of my ability so that we can collectively build that wonderful place called home. One love.